in the tissue-making process is to make pulp. Pulp can be made from either virgin fiber, which are wood chips, or from recycled paper products.
Wood chips are cooked using a chemical process in essentially a pressure cooker known as a digester. The wood's fiber is separated into cellulose fibers, lignin, and other substances such as sugars. The pulp is then washed to clean it and separate it from other substances such as lignin. After the pulp is washed, it is screened for further cleaning. Screening the pulp removes oversized and unwanted chunks or pieces from the slurry, leaving the best fibers for tissue products. The cleaning process further removes any unwanted particles and debris like any dirt or dust. The pulp then goes through a series of rollers where the water is squeezed and evaporated out, further trying to dry it. Although lignin is removed during the washing process, some lignin remains together with the fiber and at this stage it has a natural brown color. The pulp is then bleached, further separating the cellulose fibers from the lignin, increasing fiber strength while creating a bright white color. After the pulp is bleached, it needs to be formed into a sheet by the paper machine. At the wet end of the paper machine, the pulp flows into a moving endless belt with a screen to filter out water and form a web. Further down the line in the press section, the pulp, which looks like a white sheet, goes through several presses to further remove excess water. At this point, the web of material still shed water, so it passes into a dryer. This said dryer is a large cylinder and uses steam to dry the pulp. The wet web of pulp is pressed against the cylinder tightly to dry it through evaporation, providing a consistent thickness prior to the paper being processed into a giant roll. At this stage, many tissue papers are further processed or converted for consumer use. For example, tissue may be further embossed or crept. Embossing rolls create a textured design patterned onto the tissue like the dots and swirls on your paper towels or toilet tissue. Creping enhances the overall thickness, making it softer and adding the stretch properties to the paper. After the paper is prepped, it is sent to a converting machine that turns the paper into sheet of tissue products we recognize. Converting machines can turn the paper into multiple plies, fold tissues and napkins, or otherwise transform large sheets or roll into the final package configuration.